Hey people, Injured here, 3v3, Catherine, Purification Plant, blue team. Jim Beam is a Plague champion, starts off in ranged combat with a damage over time bolt gun, can get melee weapons with some strong utility and support. We have the Death Guard elite scheme. Alongside some Eldar, first up Finale with a Farseer, a support hero fighting in melee with strong buffs, debuffs and control. Rounding off the team here, Rambo with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Red team, Aserul is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities and a bit of support, begins in melee combat. This is the Catachan's elite scheme. Got them bandanas. Rounding us off are two Chaos Sorcerers. First up is Jafari Macumba. This is also known as zeetorq. Are we going to see a Doom Bolt over here? There we go. And it's a miss pretty much. Looks like we can see his custom badge. Must have been in the same game as me with that badge on it at some point. And rounding off the team is Inekura. These guys are offensive and disruptive heroes with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Quad Heretics are going to rush those CSM now, being very sneaky. Those guys are going to drop them on if they stay here. It's a bad fight, Jim Beam. Doom Bolts flying on those guys. Killed a few of them. The CSM perhaps lucky to get away with two models there. Meanwhile, west side where the contested VP is. Hammer of the Witches I think was used on one of the Dire Avengers, which would have killed them outright. And a big old retreat there from Rambo. Looks like they're going to go into some shurikens after the triple Dire Avengers. Flank from Finale. No stomp on the Sentinel, takes tons of damage from the Banshees, and there's Guide up on the Dire Avengers. Can they finish it off? One of the starting abilities of the Farseer, providing plus 30% damage and range. Almost got the Sentinel down to a single hit point there. These guys stayed behind for some reason, and they could be in trouble. These fellas have a grenade. Can they pull it off though? Banshees create space for it. It's a good grenade, killed 6 or 7, and the Banshees finish them off. Really good flank from Finale, really good flank. And then runs away. Yep, fleets away. Banshees retreated. zeetorq couldn't quite get there in time with the Doom Bolts. These guys might die, because that's a lot of heretics. They got caught again by the quad Zinch worship trap. Yep. Those CSM dropped, and this guy's a zombie, so this is not a squad for Jim Beam. They're down to a single heretic squad. We do have a Plague Sword. Surprised they didn't go for Blight Grenades straight away with quad heretics. They're going for Fetid, but no Blight Grenades. Fetid allowed them to suppress all of those heretics. Doom Bolts almost wiping out those half health heretics that came up here. West side. Oh, it's not been capped. Has not been capped. zeetorq is here now with Noise Marines using that Sonic Blaster to shake apart structures and disable ranged attacks. It's doubled shurikens for Rambo. Doesn't have grenades then, which can do some work as we've seen. Where's Finale? Pushing the heretics of Inekura off the VP. Upgraded Banshees there as well with the aspect of strength. It's Raptors for Jim Beam. That is a risky choice. Jumping into a bunch of heretics, even if they don't all have two of them have aspiring champions. One of them with grenade launchers. I assume the other one's also going to get grenade launchers, but that's still a really rough fight jumping into double melee heretics. Doom bring it up for the Farseer. Look at this from Rambo, really slow to assist here. Assist this push. If they did, they could have pushed them off, I think. Slow to react. Finale's forced off. Might chuck a grenade. Nope. Grenade was shut down by the Sonic Blaster. Rambo now pushing. Does have an aspect up. Sorcerer in amongst the shuriken with Sword of Flame and Vestments of the Warp. Are you going to fire? Oh, teleports again. Needs to be careful here. Catachan's moving up. There's that grenade launcher. Big disruption. Actual Catachan devils here. These guys have power melee damage. They're going to kill that Warlock. And they have some great disruption and support too. Warlock falls. Grenades. I don't know if they can escape, because that's double Dire Avengers shooting them now. Yeah, Noise Marines fall. Sorcerer. Oh, I thought the Sorcerer was going to go down, but they all retreated there. Could have been a really bad fight for zeetorq. Wonder if they replace those. Yep, instantly replaces the Noise Marines. Now Jim Beam pushing through the mid. has some aspiring champions heretics of their own. And the Raptors got kind of messed up, it seems. Going in on Inekura's heretics. Creates a zombie heretic and another. And then those guys flee. Come and decap the VP, I suppose. Grenade launcher heretics here. Yep, 2 grenade launcher heretics for Inekura. Finale's just making sure they can't push through the mid here. Our red team going to triple the mid because here comes Aserul. The Plague Champion is going to get a decap unless they can grenade barrage him off there. No. Oh, it came a bit too late. Since heretics don't use energy for their abilities, it can be hard to tell if they've recently used the grenade launcher barrage thing or something. Obviously, they don't use energy for their Doom Blast. They, use their bodies exploding. That's enough of a price. Tier 2 for Finale, Tier 2 for Aserul, the first player to go, and Inekura has just gone too. Red team are going to try and keep the blues off that VP. Succeeded so far. This could be really tough for blue team to hold against. With a Sentinel coming in, that Sorcerer that can teleport around, the Noise Marines, Catachans as well, Disruption. Sentinel got very, very close to this. Shuriken. It's a lot of damage pouring on it. Is it going to go down? Farseer trying to finish it off. Down to 35 hit points, but survives. Some friendly fire from plasma grenades there. Finale lost their Dire Avengers, in fact. Yeah, that was a rough fight for the blue team. I feel like they should have backed off a bit more, created some space for the Shurikens to set up again, but I mean, they did okay. Finale a bit too aggressive with the Dire Avengers. Almost got that Sentinel. Would have been worth it if they got the Sentinel. Now it's being repaired up like crazy. Here comes some missile launcher. Catachan's going to run away to reinforce that model, and the Sarge is going to pop up with a melter gun soon. Inekura just hit tier 2. Dark Creepers on the way for Finale. They will help shoot down the Sentinel and also any Marines they can see. The plasma damage they bring. Decapping the power is Jim Beam. Raptors here to help out. Looks like a Dark Flames here. I'm not sure why they're keeping the Heretics in play. That was a waste of models there. Oh, I think these guys are dead. I don't think they can retreat through the three Raptors there. Inekura has forgotten about them. Oh, they got a sink kill. Chainsword to the sternum, that'll do it. What were they looking at, Inekura? Oh, over here, at their grenade launcher fellas. They were harassing the VP, I think. These guys are still in play. Dark Creepers doing their thing now. They are getting their X up. Need to be careful if that missile hits them. Look at that. Those frag missiles are powerful. Banshee has fallen over on the west side. Doom bolts in amongst the Dire Avengers. I don't think they lost the model though, unless maybe they did. Oh, there's just a gun and a smear of blood there. So I guess the Doom bolts took one. I mean, they're down one, but I thought maybe that came earlier. Catachan's shotgun blast. Farseer is in trouble. Heals herself with Spirit Stones. Yeah, she can't go toe-to-toe with Catachans and their power melee at level 1. Goes back after them. Catachans get in amongst the Shuriken, and zeetorq doing a lot of good work here with the teleporting around. And we have the Curse of Tzeentch, well, the Icon of Tzeentch. Not something you see that all that often. Curse of Tzeentch. Is it piercing damage? Yeah, piercing damage whenever something dies that you've cursed. So great against light infantry and stuff, since heavy infantry would get resistance against the piercing. There's a warp throw there. Indeed it is. It's Ogryns on the way for Aserul. A Warlock can deal with Ogryns quite well. I mean, you've got the leap, that's one source of disruption. You've got the warp throw, and then you can throw in the Witchbale of Kurnus as well. But whether you can pull all of that off in a single fight is another thing. Those guys suppressed. They can now take the VP, maybe. These fellas up to 12 models with their 2 leaders, the Sergeant and the Commissar there. Sentinel just breaking the Eldar shield things. Chaos Space Marines seeing off the enemy heretics. To zeetorq's Chaos Space Marines. Jim Beam bringing some Plague Marines all the way up here. I'm not sure why. What are they up to? Oh, is he going to touch with Noggle them? No, doesn't have the red for that. This is not a good play. Was slightly unlucky in that I think they're going to go down. Yeah, they wiped out. I think he was just trying to get a death explosion to happen and then retreat them, but they all of the models took damage very evenly. So by the time he actually retreated, they were all super low. There's a noxious cloud though from Jim Beam, and that is nasty. Wipes out those heretics. Inekura now down to 2. But it's tier 3, and Bloodletters are tearing through the Raptors. Holy crap. zeetorq's Bloodletters are going to try and finish them off with a teleport. Can they get it done? They're not the best chasers, Bloodletters. They feel really slow on their feet. I'm not sure what their speed is. They do have that little passive teleport that helps out. Ogrin's up here. Then for Aserul, taking tons of damage from the Dark Reapers. Got suppressed by the War Shout. zeetorq doing their best to tie up those Dire Avengers. There we see the Curse of Zinch on the Banshees. And Aserul with double Stormtroopers here in tier 2. Ogrin's pushing the way through, and the Farseer goes down as a teleporting Sorcerer got the last hit there. Fire Dragon's up for FIN4L3, tier 3. Jim Beam also goes tier 3. Strange game so far. Inekura rode 4 heretics into tier 3. What are they going for now? A tank, I guess. Heretics there falling pretty fast. What's this Plague Champion up to? Level 3. No further war gear. Never got those Blight Grenades up. Which would have been super effective against those really early 4 heretic rushes. We got some Wraith Guard for Rambo. And Rangers up too. Rangers are kind of support snipers. Can disrupt from long range and provide some infiltration for allies. Wraith Guard are all about turning things into mush with those really painful Wraith Cannons. Smaller area of effect. They also suppress infantry. Good damage to all targets though. And those guys can't be suppressed, so they can just walk into a heavy bolt or whatever and do some very nasty things to whoever's holding it. 389 to 41. Blastmaster Noise Marines. Got a decent hit there. Maybe an ill-advised push from Rambo. Oh, Jim Beam's down to just Raptors. Are they going to die? Looks like they're going to be okay. We do have some Mark of Zinch CSM though for zeetorq. Those Raptors with the Aspiring Champion. That's why they have that very impressive looking Demon Wall. Bloodletters tried to finish them off. Couldn't actually get an attack in there. Maybe they can grab that power back. We do have a webway over there being built. Very far forward. Ogrins have got a little bit of XP. Where's that Warlock? No further war gear for you. Double Stormtroopers with the Assault Kit. Bad news for the light infantry of the Eldar. Very long range, big burst damage. Yeah, it could make it really tough for them to approach even more so. Bloodletters with power melee damage. These are demons, so they benefit greatly from the worship of heretics. Getting health and energy regen, and energy regen helps them, you know, teleport around and phase out of resistance more. Catechins there infiltrating as they are idle. Blue team retained the VP there. Surprised the red team didn't push up and take it when they forced off Rambo. Fire Prisms on the way for both of the Eldar players. It's a Land Raider Phobos for Inekura. 4 heretics into a Land Raider Phobos. It's what they went with. Ogrins have found the Wraith Guard. Really bad place for the Wraith Guard to be in. They are pretty bad in melee. Ogrins will tear them apart. VPs are pretty even, as the red team are going to take the west side. Meanwhile, Jim Beam has got some chosen Plague Marines. The Raptors are alive. In fact, they didn't drop a model there. And a Predator tank is on the way. Here's the node of Land Raider Phobos with las cannons, twin linked las cannons on the side. Twin linked heavy bolter and a little storm bolter on top too. Chosen Plague Marine trying to take the node back. Don't think they're going to do it though. Warlock must run. Still no sign of the Witchblade of Kurnus, which I think would be a great help against the Ogryns there. Help against the Bloodletters too, if they get in amongst your stuff. Where's this? Kicking off in the mid. Doom up on the Sorcerer. Farseer also has now the Rune Armor. Psychic Storm is pretty good. Sorcerer gets away for zeetorq, helped out by some infiltrating worship there. Benefiting the Bloodletters a lot, as you can see. Healing them up pretty fast. Gonna chop up the Farseer, are they? Yeah. But the Fire Prisoners doing a good job keeping us safe. And they did defend their VP there. Can they grab this power back or just bash it maybe for some XP? Aserul responds by coming to the mid, making sure they can't push through to the VP. And they can harass them a bit while they try to take the power back. There's Hammer of the Witches on the Farseer's face. And Inquisitor goes for her Inferno Pistol. Good damage to all targets from quite a short range and gives the powerful Judgment ability. It's like a really fancy melter pistol basically. But she died immediately when she got it. Robes of Torment, the Chains of Torment from Inekura. Farseer maybe dies on retreat there. Ripper Gun trying to finish her off. 1 hit point and she gets away. Inekura also has the Rod of Warp Fire. Here is the Land Raider. Is it going to the west? I guess it is. Blue team are taking that VP back. We have a Mark of Tzeentch Chaos Predator. And Melter Raptors. So maybe they're going to go after that Phobos right now. It's sticking around here. Now Land Raiders cannot get rear armor hit for extra damage. But you still don't want to show your back because your guns can't fire properly. They are standing their ground here, the red team. And did a hell of a lot of damage to those Raptors super quick. Bloody hell. Double Stormtroopers, do not mess around. Here come the Wraith Guard though. That is a Singularity, not an Eldritch Storm. There it is. I guess that's Rambo's D-Cannon. Yeah, over there. The Phobos has taken a lot of damage. Under half health and Fire Prisms are getting shots in. Maybe the Fire Dragon is going to join in too. There's a Dragon Scale Armor. Immunity to weapon knockback, so special attacks and assault moves like jumping on you and stuff, it would stop. That was pretty nasty on those Stormtroopers. We have a Great Unclean One for zeetorq. Fire Prism's bashing the power. Inekura is still bringing the Phobos up. Doesn't seem too concerned about repairs. Where are the Heretics? They're all the way on the east side, are they? Oh, Inekura's going to lose their tank. I think that was a Nurgle Predator. Yeah, you see the green crap here. A Nurgle Predator versus a Tzeentch Predator. And Tzeentch just have the DPS to get that done. Anti-vehicle DPS is pretty good with those fellas, as you may expect. What's that? Warlock going down. But blue team do take back the west side. Red team trying to put pressure on the VP. But Finale has double the Fire Prisms here. Great Unclean One backs off. Oh, Rocket Run from Aserul. Did some decent work. Didn't finish anything off though. Did a lot of damage to the Fire Prisms. Oh, that's a time field now for the Farseer. Armor of the Asuryan. Banshees in amongst the Heretics. Oh, but the Vomit comes in from the Great Unclean One. This guy passively damages nearby enemies. Has some nasty abilities too, as you saw there. Got to use these Fire Prisms well. Yeah, can't afford a single hit from the Great Unclean One on that much health, especially on rear armor. Stormtroopers having a look at the west side. The cannon trying to get shots in there, as you can see. 326 to 323, very even on the VPs here. Setting up relatively well on the west side there is Rambo. East side though. That was a Melter Bomb on the Phobos. Dirge Caster helping it out. And there's the Chains of Torment now. Plague Champion has switched to the Plague Fist for some heavy melee damage. And has got the Icon of Nurgle up for constant damage. Uh-oh. Subjugated Raptors. Need to get away now, fellas. The Phobos is so low. Can they finish it off? They can't. Down goes the Predator tank. That was so close. Is this Raptor going after it? He's going after it. Do you have a melter? I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, buddy? Run away. There he goes. He's out of there. Chosen Plague Marines also ran off. 326 to 288. The Plague Champion also fell in that fight. Jim Beam does have another Chaos Predator though, going for Mark of Tzeentch again. Inekura has a Mark of Nurgle one again. And zeetorq has a Chaos Predator also. There's Demon Armor from zeetorq. Yep. So no more teleporting around. Does have the Rod of Warpfire and Tome of Subjugation. Completely switched their loadout. Also the Tome for Inekura. Level 7 Sorcerer over here. Fire Prism's doing some really good work for the blue team. They can make such a big difference if they're kept around. Got to be so careful with their use though. See a Council up for Rambo. Got a massive army to manage here, Rambo. We'll see if they can get it done. Wraithguard aren't even in the roster here. I can't see them. See a Council I can't see. They have at least 8 units to manage, as well as the Warlock 9. Manticore for Aserul. Help break the Eldar line here. Ogrin's almost level 2. What is this? They're still fighting over this contested tower here. Just blow it up. There we go. Blew it up. Got some red. Get some XP. Blastmaster might be able to get a shot here. Looks like he's using that focused shot, which still knocks back, but doesn't knock back in quite a large radius as the dispersed shot. Good against vehicles because it's more upfront damage. We have a turret going up. I wonder if that's going to be a las cannon turret from Jim Beam. Blastmaster Noise Marine trying to set up again. Looks like the red team want to push through the mid here. Trying to double the mid. But there are 2 players defending. Jim Beam has lost a lot of stuff, but he's recovered quite well. He's the first unit in his roster of Chosen Plague Marines. Oh, that's because the Raptors were subjugated. Well, the Farseer had a rough time there. They've got that contested VP, 326 to 211. What is the red team's plan here? See the Warlock jumping around from the minimap. His icon just flies across it. Does have the Witchblade of Kernus and also Providence. See, Council got messed up there. Oh, kicking off in the mid. Demon Armor. Chains of Torment. And Nuke. Ouch. Holy crap. That's a really good nuke. I'm not sure which. I think that was Inekura. The Fire Prism survived, but Finale lost a lot of infantry there. I guess that wasn't too bad though. Losing the Fire Prisms would have been really bad. It is a las cannon turret. It's a good turret, this thing. Actually worthwhile. Although it doesn't seem to be shooting at the Great and Clean one. Oh, there's another one there. That one is. Looks like they're both going to fall. Yep. Both the turrets went down. I'm sure they did some good damage though. Phobos is now pushing up. Rambo losing some stuff here and there. Looks like they lost their Dire Avengers yet. Maybe they lost them in that nuke actually. Jim Beam's Predator could do some repairs. But the Lone Heretic runs off. And the Plague Champion is down. Another tank on the way for zeetorq. Looks like Inekura and zeetorq both lost their Predators in that fight though. 314 to 179. Ogrins against Seer Council. Looks like the Seer Council are already low though. Yep. Ethereal Slash. It is a power weapon as well, this thing. I don't know if he wants to fight those Ogrins. No, run away. Kicking off in the mid still, is it? Kind of. Oh, a nuke from Jim Beam. That is a wasted nuke right there. Really bad Imperial Abyss. Oh, maybe it'll kill those guys. Oh, it killed the Blastmasters. I guess that's something. You would expect a little bit more from your nuke though. Oh, Phobos got the Fire Prism. Looks like the Phobos is going to go down. Yep. Banshees were in there. Fire Dragons were in there, so was the Predator tank. Big heal then from FIN4L3's Farseer too, to keep the Banshees in play, but they have to retreat after the Purgatus. 305 to 179. Inekura is now down to a single unit, and it's Heretics. Like he just started the game again. Down goes the Plague Champion. Can they recover from this, the red team? His allies do have good armies, including a Great Unclean One. Just still stomping around. They're going to have another Nurgle Predator tank, this time from zeetorq. Fire Dragons are capping. Double Fire Prism still on this side too. So they can hold the VP well. They have the D Cannon for disruption, double Fire Prisms for disruption, and the Warlock can throw stuff around and stuff. That was a walk-throw attempt. Not sure what these guardsmen are trying to do here. Getting absolutely wrecked. They're going to wipe. They are going to wipe. Did they throw them in there for population? Maybe. Might have done that to get some population room back. Seer Council seen off by the Ogres. The Ogres have done well against the Seer Council here. And now in amongst the Wraith Guard, they're probably going to have to retreat as well. That's a singularity there. Bloodletters are phased out. It won't do a lot to the Great Unclean One. Uh-oh. Bloodletters doing so much DPS. Holy crap. Rambo there kept his cool though and moved them away before retreating. If they just panic retreated, the Bloodletters would have whacked them out because they do more damage in melee to retreating units. Demon armor up to try and facilitate the cap. Doesn't stop you getting knocked over though. And again. Oh, but there's one model still there. They get the decap. They get the decap. Judgment is up from the Inquisitor on the Farseer there. And the Mandate is ready to go. Warp throw. Into nothing. Into Banshees, I suppose. Purgatus kind of spoiled the party though. Level 4 Markov Zinch Chaos Space Marines. Blue team do have a full power up on the east side. Looks like Inekura is going after it. With their own Great Unclean One. Warlock falls over. Subjugated Seer Council here. Being avoided for the most part. There's a Manticore strike. The Fire Prisoners need to be really careful about those too. Red team retained the west side for now. 283 to 141. And zeetorq is indeed stealing this power. Level 9 Sorcerer. Holy crap. Done some work. Lots of resources for Aserul. Are they... I guess they're Baneblading. I guess they are Baneblading. We haven't seen a Leman Russ either. Seer Council doing a lot of damage to the Great Unclean One. There's an Eldritch. Looks like it is a wasted Eldritch from FIN4L3, I think. Could have used it to stop a cap. Yeah, look how much damage the Seer Council did to the Great Unclean One. Can they finish it off? They not quite. They might actually die on the way out here. One more shot from the tank. Nope, they couldn't get the last shot in. 14 hit points. Down goes that Fire Prism. Level 8 Inquisitor here. That's both of FIN4L3's Fire Prisms down. What are they going to go for? An Avatar maybe? They have a lot of resources. That's a singularity. Calls in the Inquisitor, but she had her Mandate up. Ogren's running right. Level 3. Oh, almost finished off those Wraith Guard. Yeah, they haven't dealt with the Ogrins that well. Especially with the Warlock down, it's hard to do. 262 to 141. See a council of Rambo being subjugated by zeetorq. There's the distortion field from the Warlock's Global Bar to try and help him out here. Foul snare though from the Great Unclean One. 250 to 141. Something is decapping Red Team's natural though. Red Team hold it. They hold the west side. Rambo still has a sizable army. FIN4L3 rebuilding here with a Fire Prism. And it is a Baneblade on the way for Aserul. I mean, no one of the Eldritches has been used, so Rambo Needs to hit that Eldritch on the Baneblade, I think. I mean, they can't see it yet. They might go for something else. 2-4-3 to 1-4-1. I always say if you can kill a tank with your nuke, it's a good nuke. If you can kill a Baneblade with it, very good nuke. Or some other super heavy vehicle. And the Raptors are still alive, which is quite surprising. Level 4 now. Actually quite a big threat to enemy vehicles. I'm not sure if the Melter gets the damage scaling from their level, or if it's only the Melter guns. Plague Marines, level 2. Well over 2,000 hit points though. Bunker dropped in. I assume that's going to be a repair bunker. It's another singularity. Didn't actually get anyone though. Oh, subjugated Seer Council. They're having a lot of trouble with this subjugation. A lot of trouble. Now subjugated Fire Dragons from the other Sorcerer, from Inekura here. And some Nurgle Vomit too. Here come double Predators from Jim Beam. Double Marco Zinch Predators. It's an awkward place to be though, eh? Is that a rocket run? That is a rocket run. It's a pretty good one. The first run was good. Second run also pretty good. Down goes that Predator tank. I think a chosen Plague Marine died in there and it healed the others, which might have kept them alive. Does a good nuke though. Here's the Baneblade. Helping push back the Eldar over there. 2-0-3 to 1-4-1. Red team look to be in a good position now. They have 2 Great Unclean Ones, 2 Predator tanks, a Baneblade, Chaos Terminators now, and 2 very annoying and high level Sorcerers. High level vital for these guys because it gives them way more energy to play with. They can get very energy intensive Sorcerers. Level 10 Inquisitor 2 from Aserul. I mean, Inferno Pistol Purgatus. Also really annoying to deal with. Warlock has been down for a while now and they are feeling it. Maybe some more, they need more D-cannons maybe. But you've got so many big targets to deal with now. They really slowed down when they started losing those Fire Prisms. The Fire Prisms were doing really well earlier on. Again, subjugation on the Seer Council. Look how much damage the Seer Council are doing to their own units here. That is rough. Only way to stop it is to disrupt the Sorcerer or to, you know, kill him. Make him retreat or something. It's hard to do though when there's 2 Great Unclean Ones in your way. 1-6-2 to 1-4-1. I think the blue team need to start pushing the mid a lot more. Another Predator tank for Jim Beam. Takes out Inekura's. What have they got for the Chaos Terminators here? They've gone for the Reaper autocannon. 148 to 141. VPs are evening up. And the blue team is struggling to push. Jim Beam is alone here. Need to be so careful. Ogryns are going to run at their tanks. Subjugated Chosen Plague Marines now. Plague Champion chose to stun them. Judgment is up on this Predator. Don't often see it go off because it takes 20 seconds to charge up. Down goes the tank though. Ogryns have been absolutely awesome. I thought they were going to get dealt with the Warlock and all the Shurikens and stuff. They've just brute forced their way through. Aserul, the double Stormtroopers have been awesome. Quietly, absolutely wrecking the Eldar infantry over here. Is that double repair bunkers? I think it is. But it's working. 110 to 141. Blue team continue to leak VPs. Plague Champion is down level 8. It's every engagement they just get subjugated, the Seer Council, it seems. Or stomped on by a Great Unclean One. Inquisitor goes down. Great Unclean One has been super effective. And then they've got 2 of them. That's a singularity. Would be really bad news for the Stormtroopers. Did they get far enough away? Looks like they did. Jim Beam trying to push the mid, but they're trying to do it by themselves. You need some support. I think the blue team are beaten here, but you never know. They kind of wasted their nukes as well, I think. Rambo still has one to use. Stormtroopers reinforcing. Don't even need to spend power to reinforce those guys. Oh, those guys going to get away? Looks like they are. These Marco Zinc CSM have been level 4 for like 15 minutes, it feels like. They're still holding the west side. Great and Clean One's pretty good for that. They are back at base healing up though. This guy's waddling back. Haven't seen Warp being used, but I'm sure it has, probably to save the Phobos at some point or something. 56 to 141. Bloodletter's having a go in the back lines. Blue team kind of running out of ideas. They need to group up and push the mid, I think. They're just getting wrecked on the west side. And these sorcerers are massive problems. And they've got over 1,000 hit points each now. It's not like you can burst them down really quickly. Blast Masters taking out the Fire Prism there. It's another rocket run. And the other Fire Prism falls. Finale's down to just Seer Council. I hear an Eldritch. Gone for the Baneblade. Is there anything to follow it up though? Don't think the D-Cannon is close enough. Sorry, Bright Lance. There's a Melter Bomb, but the Raptors are going to fall here, I think. Maybe not. Oh, they did fall. Can they get the Baneblade? Could it be a Pyrrhic victory? Banshees kill their own Farseer, ladies. Come on now. Level 4 Banshees, though. I mean, great job getting them to level 4, but just murdered your own Farseer. They did get a decap at some point. Red team are taking it back, though. Level 10 Inquisitor. Are they all level 10 over here? They are. Those heroes have done amazing work in this game. Farseer is still bleeding profusely. These guys, yeah, they'll just sit here and defend the VP now. I don't see how they can push the west side again. Jim Beam is just spamming Chaos Predators, but need something to cap with, buddy. Rambo still has a big army. Finale, I feel like, has been caught in some rough situations that they couldn't really do a huge amount about. I mean, they have overextended a couple of times. There's more Chaos Terminators here, I think. Yep. Oh, this is Jim Beams. These guys can cap. Should not have used the Pestilent Strike. That's providing range damage resistance to the Great and Clean One here. Here comes Finale, Seer Council, and Banshees. It's a hell of a melee force. 7 to 141. There's a cloud of flyers from the Great and Clean One. They did a lot of damage to him. Dark Flames now. Can they get the cap? Great and Clean One with another cloud of flyers. And now Blastmaster's getting shots in. Terminators are wondering what the hell they've been brought into here. Both the tanks fall. Did they get the Great and Clean One? No, I don't think they did. I think it was teleported out, maybe. Not sure. Maybe just waddled out. There's that time field. That tank very slowly explodes. Oh, heard an Eldritch. There it is. Again, didn't hit super well, did it? Seen a couple of very good nukes. Like 2 or 3 very good nukes on the red team, but all of the blue teams have not been great. Mistimed and misused. Jim Beam has no units left. That was the final push for Jim Beam. GG, says Inekura. Red team are going to finish this comeback here. Such a strong start for Rambo and Finale over here, I feel like. But it can be hard for Eldar to recover losses in Tier 3. Because you need that durability. If you're recovering against a superior army, you need that durability to come out, and they can't really do that. They get Fire Prisms out, and they got 500 hit points. They get the Seer Council out, which could have been amazing, and they got subjugated over and over again. Really good usage of the Sorcerers. He had a level 8 Plague Champion, level 6 Farseer, level 4 Warlock, and level 10 all round on the red team. Can't underestimate what the Inquisitor got done too with the Progatus and the Inferno Pistol. Awesome stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.